Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we want to present to you the article about the continuity of Astrolabe as a multipurpose astrophic instrument. I am Faiz Zuhdi. We present to you the introduction and problem review. Astrolabe is a device invented during the Greek Age and is known as a multifunctional analog computer used by the astronomer and navigators. Research findings argue that the astrolabe is a multi-purpose analog instrument in astronomical computation and observation for civilization after civilization, and is the basis for development of digital astronomy after the advent of Islam. The continuity aspect of astrolabe as a research subject begins from analysis of some previous research. We discuss the historical development and function of astrolabe in all civilizations. Next, the problem review of this article. The article from Van Burmelen found that skill in the use of astrolabe were only developed and widely known in the past age. It also summarized that such skills were increasingly forgotten as various more sophisticated modern instruments replaced the astrolabe. That's all for me.
Hello, my name is Azam. So for the objective of the research, first one, the research objective is to study the civilizations, whether Muslim or non-Muslim. Second, the research objective is to research and introduce the story of astrolabe creation. Next, the objective of this research is to examine the continuity of astrolabe as a multipurpose astronomical instrument in Malaysia, which bypass various civilizations, Muslim or non-Muslim. And for the last one, the research attempt to investigate and enlighten on this invention according to standard in Malaysia. Thank you.
Okay, we go to the methodology of the study. Okay, first, this research uses a qualitative approach through the methods of historical study and content analysis, specifically works by Western and Muslim scholars in the field of astronomy. And this methodology we found in the abstract and the introduction of the research. Okay, second, the continuity aspect of astrolabe as a research subject begins from analysis of some previous research which discuss the historical development and function of astrolabe in all civilization. And the third one, in the historical method, we saw that he managed to align and connect between the civilization at the time. For instance, the connection between civilization such as Babylonian, Indian, Chinese, Greek, and Muslim civilization itself. Okay, thank you.
About data analysis and conclusion. First, astrolabe as an astrophic instrument. Before the advent of Islam, astronomy was considered as a component of traditional knowledge, and in Malaysia, astronomy is better known as Syariah-based Falak and also astrophic. In order to facilitate a clearer understanding of the universe, Muslim scholars have conducted astronomical observation activities through their invention of astronomical instrument, and one of them is astrolabe. However, most of today's society are unaware about the astrolabe and its function. Next, astrolabe research in Malaysia. In Malaysia, there is plenty of writing on astrolabe, and the little there is more focused on rubuk mujayyab. Among published writing on the astrolabe, there are none describing the construction of an astrolabe according to the Malaysia standard. Also, there is very little written on astronomy in Malaysia, at once extremely discouraging the development of astronomy in Malaysia. Next, the use of astrolabe in astrophic in Malaysia. Muslim scientists in the golden age of Muslim civilization are reconstructing the astrolabe by adding some function to it. and among the function is to determine the direction of Qibla and also the prayer's time. For the conclusion, all previous research discussed only briefly on historical aspect of Astrolabe development and its function. Research such as this research is needed to provide complete documentation on the Astrolabe of the past Muslim civilization and also in Malaysia today. The Muslim civilization was very extensive, embracing diverse states and cultures by the contribution of scientists in the Muslim civilization. As we can see in the history, that's all from me. Thank you for